There we are, finally. I don't know what the problem was, but I seem to be online right now. Yes. Okay, so good evening to all of you. It's great to have you all here. Hi there. So I haven't said hello to anyone yet. Good grief. So good evening, Cheyenne, Katya, Count, Masita, yeah, and who else have we got? Yes, Amin as well. Okay, so I probably ought to start with this. Hi, Isam as well. I ought to start with this poll. Let's see. The correct answer is the fourth one. Too good a student is he to err. To err means to make a mistake. High vibes. So let's see. Too good a noun. Too good a noun. And when it starts with too good, when too adjective starts the sentence, then we need an inversion. Okay, if it doesn't start the sentence, yeah, we use the inversion. If it doesn't start the sentence, then you don't have an inversion. Okay, so you could say he is too good a student to err. Okay, good evening, Nandish. Great to see you. So he is too good a student to err. Here the too good isn't the first word, and therefore you don't need an inversion. Good evening, Amimul. Good to see you. Okay, so yes, I'm going to end the poll now. Yes. Okay, one good question though, Vitaly. Is it size? Okay, or it's talking about how tall. So if I were you, I'd change the word size. Good evening, Manji. Great to see you. I wouldn't use of there, vibes. He is too good a student, not of a student. He's too good a student. Okay, so if we look, we've got a sentence transformation here. That tree is twice as tall as it was 2 months ago. That's it, Vitaly. That's the idea. Good. Yeah, because size is talking in all 3 dimensions. And this says tall, so it's only talking about the height. Good evening, Ashkan. So, do the rest of you see this sentence transformation? That tree is twice as tall as it was 2 months ago. Doubled. That tree's in the last 2 months. So, Vitaly has already got this one because he's hot off the mark. The rest of you, I hope, are writing like demons to see if you can get the right answer. Okay, so here. Okay, so you need to include the word double. Is twofold in size. That tree's twice as tall. Okay, Reza, that's really good. Height has doubled. That's it. That tree's doubled in height. That also works, Count Beauty, because you're using this apostrophe s here as has. Okay, yes. So what's the difference between size and height? Size is in all 3 dimensions, whereas this is talking about tall, so it's got to be the height. Yeah? Height. Okay, so that tree's, let me write the height, has doubled in the last 2 months. But I actually rather like Count Beauty's answer as well. That tree's doubled in height in the last 2 months, which is that tree's doubled in height in the last 2 months. Doubled in height. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Yeah, that tree's doubled in height. Yeah, if you use the phrase size, yeah, you're talking about all 3 dimensions, whereas it's doubled in size. If it's doubled in growth anymore, it's growing a lot faster. Yeah, SQES. Okay, good evening again, Victor. Awesome. Okay, so the next one. As soon as I arrived home, the phone started ringing. Okay, so keep going. Yeah, that's good. That's a really good start. Vibes, but you need the other bit as well. Yes, that's the other bit. That's the other bit. Very good vibes. Okay, so as soon as I arrived home, the phone started ringing. Okay, Tom, no, you need a had arrived. And I also like this word than that Count Beauty's. No sooner than I had arrived home, the phone started ringing. I really, really, really like that one. Expansionist eyes. Countries looking to take over other countries. No sooner did I get home. Did it works very nicely. No sooner than my arrival home, the phone rang. No sooner had I arrived. That sounds much better, Cheyenne. Yeah, that's good. No sooner did I arrive home than the phone started ringing. Very good, Manji. No sooner was I arrived. Hi, please. So, for me, no sooner had I arrived home than the phone started ringing. You can also do this in a past simple as well, as in no sooner did I arrive home than the phone started ringing. Yes, that's good, Aditi. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, no sooner had I arrived home than. That's the idea. So, with this phrase, no sooner, when the sentence starts no sooner, then you need an inversion. Yeah? I think I probably like had arrived more than did arrive. Because had arrived says I arrived home, and arriving home happened before the phone ringing. But with a did, it's certainly okay as well. Yeah, okay, so no sooner had I arrived home than the phone started ringing. That sounds great. Yeah, so in a second the next one will appear. It's with the next one has the word virtually. And virtually very often we use in English to mean almost. Yeah, so there are very few people who have enough money to buy a car like that. Virtually. Virtually meaning almost. Nearly. Okay, so there are... There were, okay, almost vibes, but that's positive. There are virtually few people. R is better, but you've still got a mistake vibes. Vibes is... Ooh, wait a second, Tom K, that's good. That's really good. I really like your answer. That's a good one. Okay, and you, Vitalia. That's a good answer as well. Yeah? These are the... So, in this, you can't use any vibes. Yes, Reza. Okay, so notice vibes. There were virtually any. Any is a positive word, not a negative word. If you'd said no there, then it would have worked. It's like practically, effectively, exactly. There are there virtually are few people. So, let's see, Manji. There are virtually no people who, yes. Virtually no. Absolutely. It's got to be a no vibes. Well done, Tom K. It was a great answer. There are virtually few people. Not few people, no people. Nobody. And Gurinda. There are virtually many people. No, we need it in the negative. You could say there weren't virtually. Yes, you could. But notice, in English, native speakers, we like to use no instead of not. Yeah, as native speakers, when it's possible to use no instead of not, we use no. So you could say there aren't virtually any people who can buy a car like that. It's not wrong, but it doesn't sound good. It's much more natural. There are virtually no people. Yeah, no plus noun. We use it the whole time as native speakers. I don't have any money. No, I have no money. There are practically no people. Yeah, there is practically no one, Haddy. There are virtually no people who can afford to buy a car like that. That works, Aditi. It's shorter and yes, it's less words vibes. There's hardly anyone who, yes, Vitali, or hardly anyone can afford a car like that. Yes. A lot of the time, but notice as well, Nora, we are virtually there. We have virtually arrived. I have virtually finished, but virtually in the negative, meaning almost zero. But zero is very difficult to achieve. So Vitaly is in there first. So go on, no, it is hard to tell, Count Beauty. Well done, Tom K. There's no telling. Good, well done, Vibes. You need the other bit as well. So, we have this, so, good evening, Rohan. Okay, you heard it once in a song, that's good. There's no chance of telling. Good evening, Iwana. There's no chance of telling how long this journey will take. Okay, Rohan G. There's no telling sign to determine. There's no telling sign how to determine how much time the journey will take. So I'm much like Manjira's. Manjira's is much, to me, it's much shorter. There is no telling how long the journey will take. There's no possibility of telling, Rehan. Expansionist eyes instead of in my opinion. No, not at all, Gurinder. Okay, there is no telling how long the journey will take. That's it, Amimul. There is no telling. Don't use the about, Hadi. There's no telling how long the journey will take. There is no prediction. There's no telling as to. That as to works, Vibes. Okay, so, Aditi, the word prediction is not necessary. We use this phrase, there's no telling. Good evening, Hussein. Good evening, Adam. There's no telling. It's impossible to decide. It's impossible to predict. There's no telling when COVID will end. There's no telling how much the bill is going to be. There's no telling who will win the European Cup. There's no telling who will come to class. Okay? So it's impossible to predict. There's no telling how long it is going to take. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Absolutely. Vibes. I think probably going to sounds better. Yeah, there's no telling when COVID it will be through. That's the idea, Adam. Yeah, there's no telling. Yeah. Okay, so there's no telling what will happen. Very often we have one of these question words. When there's no telling who will win the competition. Okay, and let's do this last one, and then I think we ought to get into the phrasal verbs with get. It's a tough call. I like that phrase. That's a really good. There's no telling. It's a tough call how long it's going to take. Yeah. So there's no telling when I am going to be expert in English. Good, Gurinder. It's mainly used with how, but you can use it with other things. There's no telling. Good evening, Aaron. There's no telling when the poor will get vaccinated. Good evening, Tanetra. Yeah. Okay, in demand. No demand too. Yes. Okay, there is low demand. So, there isn't. So, animal. Yes. There is no demand for. Yes. There is low demand for vibes. There is no demand for Count Beauty. There is low demand for. Well done, Tom K. For the product, not on, for. There's no demand for that product these days. Good, Iwana. Okay, an asset is something you own, something you can sell. There are few demands for. That works, Reza. There are few demands. There are no demands. Not demands. By the way, there's no demand without S. Yeah, because demands are people saying, you must do this. Okay, I like that. There's little demand for that product these days. Good. That's good, Vitaly. Good evening, Jamal. There's no telling who will win the game. Absolutely, Ahmed. There is little demand for that product these days. There is hardly a demand for. I think that works, Rihan. I'm going to accept it. There's no demand for the product nowadays. Good, Katya. There is a scarcity in demand for the product these days. Yes, that works, Aaron. So, not by high demand, in high demand, in low demand. The product is in high demand. The product is in low demand. There is no demand for that product. There is poor demand for that product these days. That works very well, Aditi. Good. There is hardly, I would prefer hardly any demand. There is hardly a demand. There is a bizarre demand for that product these days. There's a meager demand for that product. That works as well. Okay, so I haven't actually written the answer, have I? I would say there's no demand for that product these days. That product is in little demand. Yes, I think that probably works as well, Vitaly. The product is no longer in demand. That works fine, Tanetra. So, let's start with some phrasal verbs in a second. Yeah? Demand on is not correct. No, it's not, vibes. People are going berserk for the product. Yeah, there's a lot of demand for the product. Okay, so, let's start with the phrasal verbs. So, get on up. To dance with abandon. To me, this sounds very much like some soul singer. Get on up, get on up, get on down. There is no demand, absolutely, Manjira. So we're going to get on up all night. Yeah, to me this sounds like Black American. Abandon is a noun. It's both a noun and a verb. An uncountable noun as well, vibes. So, anarchy. It means nobody rules. It's from an, without, archeo, Greek for to rule. So, nobody rules. Anarchy. Everybody does what they want. Okay, so, to get on up, let's start with some examples of phrasal verbs, guys and girls. Okay, so, I'm going to get on to this next one. So to get on to. Third week with get, yes, and maybe a fourth. Get on up, she's not yours anymore. Huh. Okay, I think that works fine. Yeah. Dance with abandon, but she's not yours anymore. Nothing wrong with it, Aaron. Get on to. So to move onto an object, especially when it's possible to stand, get onto the table and get on up. Yeah? Get onto the ladder. Get on up and shake up. Yes, that's great, Rehan. I love it. Okay, to get on to contact a person or organisation about a particular matter. I need to get on to the plumber and discover when he's going to come. So, it has the same meaning as what? To shake yourself. Shake, I would say, get on up and shake yourself. Yeah? Or shake yourself up. Yeah? Or even get down. Get on up. This office is not for you. I love it, Katia. I got on to my boss, contacted him. Good, Adam. Get on to the bus. Yes, Rehan. Do you want to get on up? I'd love to get on up. Yeah, we could dance the night away. Hussein, to scold means to tell off, to be angry. Yeah? My mum scolded me for coming home late. Dance with abandon. So with abandon, with frenetically, to dance without any cares. I'm sorry, I missed the problem. Yeah, is you let go completely. Yeah, you abandon all of your inhibitions. Yeah, he screamed with abandon. Yeah. Okay, get on up and do something with your life. That works as well, Ashkan. Don't get on up unnecessarily. Yeah? Chop chop and get on up, dude. Time to get dressed. That works as well. She's getting on to me with sustainable rebukes. To rebuke, to scold as well. Yes, so that's been the problem with to dance with abandon. You let go of all your inhibitions. Get on with your life as she moved to. Okay. And don't get on up unnecessarily. So get on up and do something with your life. Cheyenne, I'll get on to my lawyer in this case. Good. Okay, to scold is to rebuke. To tell off, to be angry. He gets on to me for not doing the job on time. That's good, Haddy. It's time to get onto a soapbox. That works. Definitely, Count. Why did the police fail to get onto this gang earlier? Probably because the gang paid them off, Vitaly. Try not to get on to what happened yesterday or she'll be angry. Yeah, move to a subject. That's a really good one, Victor Gabriel. I love it. Don't get into me. So don't get onto me. Don't tell me off. Don't rebuke me. My supervisor often says, let's get on to more current subjects. Yes, very definitely. Notice as well, that's correct. On to, Reza. Yeah, I get on to my students when they make a mistake. I will get on to my teacher in this lesson. Okay, you'll contact your teacher in this lesson, very definitely. I need to get on to the customer service to have them fix their faulty product. That's a great one, I mean. Don't get on to the subject of entertainment. She will get on up the whole day letting her hair down. Okay, that's great vibes. Do you make a difference between store and shop in England? I think shop is much more common than store, but you can use the word store. Okay, so yeah, a shop or a store. I would say more commonly a shop. Whoops, I've gone a fraction too far. There we go. He not is, he gets onto me all the time, Adam. He gets onto me. You need a present simple. She got onto a new topic when the situation started to heat up at the meeting. Great example, Aditi. I mean, she got onto her husband for being such an ignorant drinker. Great one, I mean. Gurinda, I will get on to my friends if they won't follow me. I'll be angry with them. Yes, that works very well. So to get out, to leave or to escape, let's get out of here. To come out of a situation, to escape a fate. I got out of having to work on Saturday. I was very lucky. To be released from hospital or prison. When are you getting out of hospital? Yeah, the prisoner got out of prison after 10 years. To remove one's money from an investment. I got out of the stock market just at the right time. To take something from its container or storage place so as to use it or display it. So I got out the best knives and forks because some important guests were coming to dinner. And okay, he got onto a moving train and ended up in agony. Wow, Aaron, good one. Massimo, good evening. She got onto me and that really cheesed me off. Great English, Massimo. Ashkan, why are there so many words in English that have the same meaning? Scold, reprimand, rebuke, tell off, chastise. Yeah, that's why English is so rich, Ashkan. Okay, Victor Gabriel, we got out of the free concert because the music was awful. Good. Kumar, I have to get out of the stadium. Good, Kumar. Vitaly, we've got to make absolutely certain that none of this gets out. None of this becomes known. Yeah, so yes, there are even more of these. To get out, to become known. I get onto my computer when it gets stuck. Yeah, that works, George Washington. Good evening. Adam, he's getting married. Get out of it. I can't believe it. That works as well. Hussein, I've got it out. I've succeeded in solving this mathematical problem. To succeed in plus ing, Hussein. Reza, we got to get out of this precarious situation. Good. VG, can you get some plates out of the cupboard and put them on the table, please? That's great. Thank you, Kumar. Hadi, let's get out of this mess as soon as possible. Gurpreet, he got out of the laws of death, of the jaws of death very narrowly. Good, Gurpreet. Rehan, to get something out of your head. Good. Okay, you're 50 today. Get out. You look like you're 30. That's not me, Victor Gabriel. And Tom K. They got the special champagne out for the celebration. Good, Tom K. If you get out of a collectible toy, if you get a collectible toy out from its box, it loses value. Absolutely. Yeah? You're quite right, Count Beauty. I got out of the hospital because I hate the needles. Needles. I hate needles. I want to get out of this class. Okay, good evening, Funda. She wanted to tell him she loved him, but he couldn't get the words out. Thank you, Vitaly. So, to leave a car, I got out of the car. Get off is more common for public transport. To become known, the scandal got out. To spend free time out of the house, he gets out very little. He needs to get out more. To become public knowledge, yeah, the scandal got out. To say with difficulty, he had difficulty getting the words out. To remove or eliminate dirt or stains, it's almost impossible to get red wine out. So, Gorinda, I don't want to get out of this class. Good. And Yes, she wanted to tell him she loved him, but she couldn't get the words out. Vitalia, great. Manji, need to get out of this humdrum daily chores. Needs to be these. Manjira, because chores are plural. Nora, to get out of the paradigm dictated by society is to be haunted by ostracism, fear and persecution. I love the sentence. Good evening, Roland. Great to see you, my friend. Haddy, let's get out and have some fun. Good. I like that. Let's go outside. Let's get out and have some fun. Aaron, I got out an old parchment from the drawer down in the haunted basement cautiously. Great one, Aaron. Aditi, COVID-19 pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic has proved to be a wax and wane situation wherein few people manage to get out of it. Very good, Aditi. Ad hoc, without practicing, without preparation. Yeah, something here. You need to get out more. Absolutely, I definitely do, Vitalia. That's what my psychologist says. Nora, he has to reckon with his father's antagonizing behaviour to get out, not to get out of his sovereignty. Good, Nora. I'm afraid the news will get out before the expected time. Ad hoc to this. Thank you, Roland. Okay, the secret finally got out. She finally got it out that she loved him. Good. Okay, so Tom K, stop staring blankly. Just say something and get it out of your system. Okay, ad hoc meeting without preparation, Google. Yeah, something that is appropriate to the moment. Vitalia, asylum seekers have appealed to the president to help get them out. Yes, good. What's the difference between leave and get out? I think leave is easier than get out. An ad hoc hypothesis. You invent the hypothesis in the moment. The debate was extremely vehement at the bank since word, not a word, had got out. An infiltrator had illegally got a massive amount of money out of the vault that all the colleagues tried to get out of the meeting. That'll do fine, Vibes. And I took my bike and got out, but it was so hot there, so I got back in. Absolutely, George. Roland, ad hoc activity organisation is done or formed only because a situation has made it necessary and is not planned in advance. Thank you, Roland. That's a great one. Do not let the skeletons in your closet get out. I love that, Count. It's a really good one, Count. Reza, Macbeth's wife couldn't get out the blood stain of her hands. Yes, out, damn spot. Absolutely, Reza. Massimo, he got out more fashionable. He got himself out more fashionably. Yes, I think I would say he got himself up more fashionably. He got out more. Lose the fashionable, Max. He got out more after having dressed in his velvet tuxedo. And skeletons, yes. She became insane. Yeah, she went absolutely round the twist. And Funda, get out of my life. I can't stand you anymore. Yes, Funda, good. Malsita, you need to get out because you're living a cloistered life. Like impromptu. Yeah, that's a good one, Vibes. If you attempt to get the pistol out of the cabinet, you'll be arrested immediately. Good, Aaron. Vitalia, they said they'd try to get the new catalogue out, to publish it, to make it everywhere by the end of the month. I'm getting out with my new lover. Yeah, that sounds great, Funda. Yeah, we're going out. And Victor, What can we do to get these stains out of my shirt? Almost nothing. Yes, you can say gotten vibes, but it's very American. Gorinda. It's difficult to get these stains out of this shirt. Absolutely, Gorinda. Kep. Based. Where they live. Where are you based? I'm based in Spain. Yeah? The company is based in Germany. The word has got out. Lose the vibes. Word has got out. Not the word, but just word. No article. Yes vibes. Get round. Okay, we'll get round to in maybe later. To do something eventually. The maid tried to clean the carpet, but she couldn't get the stain out whatsoever. I think yeah, that'll work. Yeah, whatsoever or howsoever. That's fine, Roland. I mean, it took me an awful lot of time to get the sticky blotch out of my shirt. Great. Based in a country means you're from that country. It's where you work, where you live. I got out of the basement. That's the first time seeing sunlight after being kidnapped for 15 years. Okay, can I say take the stain out? Yes, I would prefer get, but take works. Hi, Jessica. Okay, in English we say get, got. The Americans use gotten. The Brits, we just use got. We don't use gotten. I've got over the fact of having to get out of my lovely old house. So to get out of, to escape, or to circumvent, to get out of something, yeah? I've gotten is used in the US, absolutely. Tolerate or stand or withstand. Withstand is slightly different. Withstand is more physical, where tolerate or stand is more mental. Don't wriggle out of washing up, would you? Yeah, that's get out of. Don't wriggle out of. Don't get out of. Good, Adam. Circumvent. To go round. To use a trick so that you don't need to do it. So instead of breaking the law, you circumvent the law. To circumvent is to go round it, but not physically. More using a trick or something like that. And Aaron, the corrupted politicians get out of tax by funding overseas banks. Okay, yes, Aaron. Can I say get out of a place without of? Get out of place. No, you need the of. If you get out of place, you physically bring it out. I got out my gun. I got out of the place. Avoid, bypass. Thank you, Victor Gabriel. Aditi, you have to get out of the fear for English language so that the understanding and confidence to learn it may set in. Absolutely, you've got to get over that fear. We have to withstand the COVID situation. I've heard English people say gotten too. Yes, they do, but it's very, very unusual. Let's get over the tiff and be friends again. Yes, to overcome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this as the last one. To recover from. Yeah, I got over the flu. Yeah, Manji's seems to have got over COVID. To forget and move on. Look, just get over it and move on. To successfully communicate, to get across. I can't get my message over. I can't get my message across. Withstand weather in a storm. Good. Yes, Roland, you have to withstand the COVID situation. Or, yeah, I think probably to stand or to bear would be better. Withstand is more physical. Let's get over the tiff and be friends again. Good, Manji. Withstand weather the storm. To weather the storm. Good vibes. To circumvent, evade or avoid. Good. Both of those work, Nora. Advertising restrictions are easily circumvented. Good one, Roland. And Aaron, get over it, dude. You have to get a new job immediately in order to sustain your family. I love it, Aaron. That's great. I haven't got the guts to say I'm not interested, Hussein, but at least I got my message over that I'm working hard for A-levels. Good, Hussein. And bend the rules, yeah, to get round the rules, to get around the rules, to get out of obeying the rules. Circumvent, circumnavigate, absolutely. You're telling me you've made $200 with that? Get over. Yeah, that works as well. Get out of a vicious circle. That's good, Adam. Get out of jail free card. Absolutely. And she's determined to get over her predicaments. Yes, very definitely, Reza. Aaron, I can barely get over my past relationship due to several unforeseen reasons. Roland, to sail or fly competently around something, especially the world or an island. Circumnavigate, yes. She's already got over the flu she had got last week. Okay, that works, VG. Malsitha. He wanted to get over me somehow in that race, but I didn't let it come about. Good. Dorothy got over the rainbow. Good, Tom K. Let's get rid of bad English. Yes, I like that. Get rid of. By starting to improve it now, Aaron. Starting to improve. Get over and overcome. Poof, I think they're probably normally to get over something. It means you feel better after a problem. Yeah, to overcome, to win against, to beat. Yeah, but he got over the flu. He overcame the flu. Manji, his ruse to get out of facing his teacher failed. He was caught red-handed. We circumnavigated this beautiful small island. Good, Roland. It's easy to get over with your counterpart if you're on the same page. I would say to get over, I would say, let's see, it's easy, Count, to get things over to your counterpart if you're both on the same page. Have I got my point over? That's good, VG. Hope you get over the illness soon. That sounds really good vibes. More than can I say, please say. The aeroplane circumnavigated the area to find the survivors. Jessica, it's been arduous for me to get over the time he'd verbally excoriate me. No, that's really, really good English, Jessica. There's nothing wrong with it. With the new vocabulary that I learn through my Iswearenglish channel, it's become easier to get over my thoughts effectively. Give him a bum's rush. You're gonna get over. You're going to get over it. He finally gets over his disease. I got through the old gap. Yes, Punda. Malsita. I don't think get over it. Yeah, get over it. Recover from it. Yeah? Recover from the problem. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop there. One more day for but we're almost there. We've almost got through it completely. So, VG, I'm glad I've managed to get my message over to you. Good. Aaron, stop denigrating yourself and get over the negativity now. Good, Aaron. Trust me, you'll be able to circumnavigate through it. That's great, Aaron. I love it. Okay, I got over the stage fright after a couple of performances. I recovered from it. I forgot it and moved on. That's good, Tanetra. Okay, so, yeah, it's time to go. It's time to finish. I'll be back again next week. Thank you for all your hard work and all your attention. You've been a great group as always. Stay safe, all of you. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you won't get over these phrasal verbs. So, well done, Guillaume. It takes a lot to get over an ex. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Reza. Thank you, George. Thank you, Amin. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Victor. Thank you,